Everybody say why.
Why?
Why is a question. Anywhere you ask a question, it demands what? An answer. There's always an answer to a question. I see why as equation, and the answer as what? The solution to the equation. And what is why? What is the why? Why was he born in Bethlehem? Why did the three wise men visited him? That's the second why. I hope you are noting it. Why was he born in Bethlehem? Why did the three wise men visited him? Why did they give him gifts? And why did the three wise men bow down to worship him? Those are the three why. Four. That are the four why. Why is he not in Jerusalem? Why was he not born in Galilee? Why was he not born in Nazareth, where he was called Jesus of Nazareth? Why was it in Bethlehem? I said in my previous sermon that Bethlehem has to do with the source of his birth. And why is that so? Somebody shout hallelujah. Hallelujah. We can only get the solution to those equations when we read the Bible. Let somebody read for me in English, please. There's no time. Now, when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judah, listen.
In the days of Herod the king.
In Bethlehem, in a town of Judah. Judea. Bethlehem is a village. And Judea is the town. Like Ewekoro as the town. And Wasimi, the village. Why was he not born in Judea? Why was he born in Bethlehem? Read on.
In the days of Herod the king.
In the days of Herod the king, yeah? Behold.
They came wise men from the east to Jerusalem.
Yeah, that's the first question. They came, three wise men. From where?
From the east.
Eh?
From the east, Jerusalem.
From the east to the Jerusalem. Go on. Saying.
Where is he that is born?
Eh?
King of the Jews?
Where is him that is born? The king of the Jews. That is the first reason. The first answer to the second question. Why did they visit him? They visited him because they knew that a king is going to be born. Am I speaking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
And they knew that the child will be born in Jerusalem, in Bethlehem. And they knew through the star and the moon that appeared on that day, because the star and the moon tells about the day, the week, the month, and the years of life. So what they saw that day, because listen, because they were wise people, they were not fools. That's why they can read the star. And they knew for beforehand that a king is going to be born. They saw the birth of the king. They came to visit because they knew that a king above other kings, the kings of kings, will be given back to. That's why they came to visit him. Why did they know? How did they know? They knew through the star. And why did they know? They knew because they were wise men. When they say wise, they are not ordinary. They are people who understand the book of law, Hadith, the prophecy of prophets. They have read the book of prophets. That's why they were wise. They knew a child that's going to be the king of the Jews will be born. That's why when they got to the king, they said precisely where was the king of the Jews that was born. Let's clap for Jesus Christ. So their purpose of the visit is to come and visit the what? The king that was born. They knew that the king is born. And they came to fulfill the tradition for a king. Because if a king is born, there must be a tradition that must be observed for that king, to him to reign in the nearest future. If that tradition is never observed, that means it's not a true king. Somebody did not understand me. And the tradition is spiritual. That is what they came to do. They knew there's going to be a king of the Jews, and they came to visit the king. That's their first one. The first aim of the wise men to visit was to visit the king of the Jews. These people are not Jews now. How do they know that the king of the Jews will be born? Because they knew that the king of the Jews will be the king of the world. Because they know that the king of the Jews is the only ordained king of God on earth. Somebody did not understand me.
Understood.
And God has prepared them to observe the tradition for him. Like God has prepared John the Baptist to prepare, is a forerunner of Christ, to say about his coming. So also, God has prepared them to observe the tradition of the birth of Jesus in order for him to become the king in the nearest future. Why were they wise? No wonder Jesus said 10 virgins came to the wedding. 5 were wise, 5 were fool. Wise. What is wiseness or wisdom has to do with Christ? Meaning, it is only the wise people that can be saved. The fool will never be saved. Let's go to the next question. Read on.
For we have seen the star in the east,
They said that they saw the star in the east, yeah?
and have come to worship him.
Then they said they came to do what?
Worship him.
That is the tradition. Because when there is a king, you worship what? The king. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Somebody shout better, hallelujah. Hallelujah. What is the tradition? Worship. What is the tradition?
Worship.
I can't hear people.
Worship.
Eh? Worship. They came to worship him. Eh? Read on.
When Herod the king had heard these things,
When the king heard from these 3 wise men, what they said, eh?
he was troubled,
He was tormented, yeah?
and all Jerusalem with him.
And everybody in Jerusalem, how could that be another king in this kingdom? Read on.
When Herod the king had, and when he had gathered all the chief priests,
He now gathered all the chief priests around, yeah?
and scribes of the people together,
And scribe and heads of the people together.
he demanded of them,
Listen, they said the king is born. How? Where was the king born, yeah?
he demanded of them where Christ should
This is leading us to the first question. Why was he Bethlehem? We have answered the first question, Abi. Why did they visit him, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Now the next question, why Bethlehem? Now I said in my recent sermon that there has been a prophecy that is going to be born exactly in Bethlehem. It was in Isaiah chapter 12, Isaiah chapter 9. It has been prophesied exactly that he's going to be in Bethlehem. So listen, when they now came, the wise men came to meet the king. The king asked from the scribe and the chief priest, where is the child born? He said it has been written. It was written that he's going to be in Bethlehem. And so he has been born in where? Exactly in Bethlehem.
And they said unto him,
Yeah.
In Bethlehem of Judea.
In Bethlehem of Judah. They did not know he was born, no. But exactly they prophesied and they met it like that.
For it is written by the prophet.
That it has been written by the prophet.
And thou Bethlehem.
Listen, now why was it Bethlehem? It's not just ordinary because it is Bethlehem. There's a reason why it was Bethlehem. Was not just born in Bethlehem. There is a mission. There is a reason. There is a purpose. There is a significance of that Bethlehem. Read on.
In the land of Judea.
It is the place of the town of Judah.
And not the least among the princes of
Listen. This is the reason. Bethlehem is the most least town in the whole Israel. It is the smallest. In Bethlehem, listen. There's no house in Bethlehem. We only have a mosque in Bethlehem. Then we have palm trees all over Bethlehem. It's a place where they keep animals. It's not a place that people live. It's a deserted place. God made this so for a purpose. Listen again. Listen. In the whole Israel, the whole country called Israel, Israel too is the smallest nation in the whole. I know you don't know. Abi. In population, in geographical landmass, Israel is not up to Ewekoro. Did you understand what I said? It's not up to Ewekoro. The whole Ewekoro. Israel is not up to Ewekoro. Israel is the smallest nation in the whole world. I know you don't know that today. So Bethlehem, listen, if Israel is the smallest, meaning Bethlehem is the smallest village in the whole. That's where Jesus was born. Let's clap for Jesus Christ. And what is the reflection? You thought you are very small. You thought nobody knows you. You thought you can't be anything. When Jesus came from Bethlehem, the smallest nation, the smallest town. Anything that's small are created for a bigger thing in nearest. That's why it's created small. That's your problem you're having, is for glory. That you're having a particular problem, you wanted to normalize your brain, where your nose is somehow, your eyes is somehow, your body is somehow, your leg is somehow. He now wants to change it. That's what killed Michael Jackson. He was a black man. God wanted a black man to rule the world through Michael Jackson. Oh, and he lost it. He wanted to be a white man, and God does not want a white man to rule the world. Look at the simile. Let's clap for Jesus Christ. He wanted to prove that a slave will rule the world. That's Michael Jackson. God wanted to make him a slave that will rule the world musically. But he changed it. How did he change? He wanted to become a white man. He wanted his nose to be pointed. He killed himself in an outfit. Many of you, God has created you perfectly. Only short, you can be a short person. There's a purpose why you are short. You may be fat, there's a purpose why you are fat. You may be tall, there's a purpose why you are tall. You have a pointed nose, a pointed nail, a pointed teeth. It's not evil. There's a purpose for everything. Your leg is tiny. There's a purpose for it. Every creation of God is for purpose, is design. This God has designed. Can you see a bad design in a house? He has a design. You are a design of God. How can God design badly? This is the reason why God brought Jesus from the smallest village in the world. Bethlehem is the smallest. You have never heard of it. It's the smallest. What excuse do you have that alone got here? They cannot do your own. When he brought Jesus from the smallest village of the world to become an household name all over the world. So many people only want to be on that. I don't say we want to be that. I don't say we only mommy will lose your problem. Can mommy has a problem with? You are born perfectly. There's a purpose where there's a division between your father and your mother when you are giving birth to. Some if your parents died, there's a purpose for it. And you must admit that purpose and move on. And every end of every purpose of God or designing of God for my son is for glory. He's the end maker now. He's the end maker of man. He can't make an end means of a bad thing. He's God. Let's clap for God. Let's clap for God, my son. We have answered the second question, have we answered the second question?
Yes, sir.
Let's go on. Let's go on.
For out of thee shall come a governor.
Can you see? Out of thee shall come out what?
Governor. Governor.
Eh?
The governor.
Who's the governor? Somebody that will govern the world.
That shall rule my people Israel.
That shall rule my people Israel. Read on.
Then Herod.
Eh?
Then Herod.
Then Herod.
When he had privately called wise men.
Yes.
Inquired of them diligently.
Yes.
What time the star appeared.
Yes.
And they sent them.
Herod asked from the wise men that the star you are talking about. We are here. We didn't see the star. We didn't see the moon. When did it happen? It is so you have what's left off. It happened at midnight, 12 midnight. Read on.
And he sent them to Bethlehem. And said. Go and search diligently for the young child.
Go to Bethlehem because my scribe said it is Bethlehem. Go and search for the young boy.
And when we have found him.
And when they have found you.
Bring me word again.
Please come and tell me exactly where you saw him.
That I may come and worship him.
That myself, he knows there is a king coming. That myself will come and worship. He didn't say come and visit you. He said for him to come and do what? Worship. That's why this worship is very important. The last worship of the year. The last Friday is very important. The only thing that God gave to you that is peculiar, that no one has again in this world and the world to come is worship. You don't understand me? You don't.
Understood, sir.
What make you peculiar? That make you a priest? That make you different, distinct from every other religion? You are not a Christian. Celestial is not a Christian denomination. It is God denomination. And what makes you different is just a worship. Because it's given only to you. It's never given to any denomination. Somebody shout hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Somebody shout hallelujah. He said so that I too will come and do what?
Worship.
What is the essence of their visit? To worship you. One, they came because they know he's a king, number one. What is number two? Bethlehem. Number three, they came to worship. How did they worship? That's the next step. They bow and kneel down for him. Ẹ̀múra kẹsìn ní ìjọ yìí
Mímọ́ kan ní ìjọ ilé yìí ní ìhòòhà títí ayérayé. Ẹ forí balẹ̀ fún fún.
Ta ló sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Jésù?
Forí balẹ̀ fún.
Ọ̀gbọ́n ni ẹ ti máa gbọ́.
Forí balẹ̀ fún bàbá ọba
ọba, the king of Jews. Ta ni ọba àwọn ọba náà?
Jésù
Kẹ́rì
Kristi.
bọ́lá ọ̀nà sọ ni Jésù Kristi, the king of Jews, above Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀, above Aláàfin Ọ̀tá ló ń jẹ́ Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́. Ta ló ń jẹ́ ọba Ẹdó? Ta ló ń jẹ́ ọba Ìgalà? Ta ló ń jẹ́ ọba South Africa? Ọba àwọn ọba tí a bí sí ibùjẹrun, ọba tí a bí tó fi ara ẹ̀ jìyà. Gbogbo ọba wo ló fi yẹn? Gbogbo ọba tó kù máa jẹ ìlú ni, òun nìkan lọba tí ó jẹ ìlú, òun nìkan lọba tó lajú afọ́jú, òun ni ọba kan ṣoṣo tó mú òkú di alààyè. Ọba mélòó ló jí òkú dàbí kó tó pa alààyè? Òun nìkan ṣoṣo, òun ni apá tó kú tó sì jíǹde, kò tún sí ọba mi lẹ́yìn ẹ̀. Kò jọba nítorí pé ó jagun láti gbàlú, ó jọba nítorí pé ó fi ẹ̀mí ara ẹ̀ lélẹ̀, ó kú ó sì jíǹde. Ta ló jíǹde padà rẹ̀? That's why lórí jẹ́ ọba, kì í ṣe lórí ayé nìkan, ó tún jọba lórí ikú àti ìsà òkú àti ipò. Gbọ́ mi ẹ pàtẹ́ fọ́ba àwọn ọba ìjọsìn. That's the third reason. They came to bow to worship him. That's the reason why they visited him. And all those reasons are reflection to every follower of Jesus Christ. Bethlehem is very important. That's the place he was born. Somebody shout hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
He's a king. You are a king. You are born to be a king. You may be the least among your family. You are the governor of your hand, of your land, of your people. Listen, Jesus is born to govern. And if you are children of Jesus Christ, you are born to do what? To govern. You may come from the least of the society. You are the head. Say, I am the head.
I am the head.
I said, I am the head.
I am the head.
The final one, please.
When they had met the king,
Yeah?
they
They
departed.
departed.
And
And
lo,
lo,
the star which they saw in the east
uh,
went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was.
yeah, the star they saw was walking after,
After them.
as they are leaving again, the star was going with them. What's the last question? And the third one come? Yeah, the last one, gifts. Why did they give him a gift? Why?
When they saw the star,
Yeah,
they rejoiced with exceeding joy.
yeah.
When they were come into the house,
Listen very well. Yeah, go on.
they saw the young child with Mary his mother,
Yeah,
and fell down
and they fell down
and worshipped him.
and worshiped him.
When they had opened their treasures,
They now open their treasure.
they presented unto him
Yeah,
gold,
gold,
frankincense,
frankincense,
and myrrh.
and incense. Why the gift? Let us kneel down. Why the gift? The essence of the gift, that's why they call it Boxing Day. You are receiving gift. Have you given a gift back? You have received a gift. Are you ready to give a gift? Have you given anyone a gift today? That's why Yashindara, I congratulated you today. Because that's the essence of today, is to give gifts. I really congratulated you. Elila Lori. Oh, I shall do. What good? I knew what I'm saying. What you did, you're going out with them, that's the gift. I wish I can go. That's the gift. Àwọn road safety ọ̀dọ́ ọmọ lọ láàárọ̀, I went to give them gifts. Àwọn Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn gbogbo tewé kò ní mo ti dọ́dọ̀ wọn náà, I gave them gifts. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá ni mo múra láti lọ fi tí wọn ránṣẹ́ lọ́la. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Owó pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ mi o, but you have to do. You have to, there is a secret in gifts, in giving gifts. There is a secret. There is a secret. So you need to give gifts. That's the sense of
Boxing Day.
That's the sense of their visit. That's why it's true. It's written. It was written. Today, many people are supposed to give the houses of God a great gift. Men of God, great gift. Gifts are supposed to be shared among family and friends today. What gift are we giving today? What gift are we receiving today? What have you given any gift today? You need to give a gift. You need it. Tell it to God. Father, I've heard your word. Let your word impact my life. Mo ti gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀, jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kó ṣe kó nípa nínú ayé mi sókè. Let it